Yeah, one. We're good. All right.
Are we on?
I think we're on.
She starts us early every time.
Well, you know.
Seriously. People would be organized.
Okay.
Oh, geez. Okay.
Well, I think it needs
We'll
to.
part it over a little further that way. It's hanging off the edge a little bit.
Well, this looks pretty good.
Okay.
And then we need to work out whether or not our sound is okay. There's Carly.
Oh, the sound?
Yeah, we need someone to tell us online if our sound is okay. But you know what? We're so early.
We have a lot of people going to watch today, I think.
Oh boy, I know. Unfortunately.
Well, you know,
That's
I
why
talked to Dan, and Dan said just answer the questions honestly.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. No, she's not in the mood to play with.
Hey! Stop it!
Stop picking on Wanda.
So somebody somewhere.
Wanda.
Sound is okay. Thank you very much, Loretta. Do we need to shout though? Oh,
Okay, Wanda. Do you want to? Wanda needs to be protected. She's really hot.
You're okay.
Okay, Wanda. All right, come here.
Come on, Woo Woo.
Up. Okay.
No!
No. Stop. Okay. I'll put Wanda together. Wanda, come here. You can go on outside. You have some fresh air. Whoa, I'm hot with some fresh air. Okay.
Wanda has been banned to the garden.
Yes.
So
all
we're
right.
going to hear so much barking in a minute.
Okay.
So really good news because Karen McGrath,
Karen.
she is going to come down on Fridays, not this Friday.
Good. Yes! She's the Indian food lady.
Okay.
Well, I'm sure she.
And you're the ice cream lady.
I'm sure she really wants to be remembered as you're the Indian food lady. But yes, the Indian food lady, your friend Karen. So she is going to come and volunteer.
Hello. Carla said hi to me.
Shush, Janine. Shush,
What happened?
Janine.
Somebody said hi to me.
She's interrupting.
I'm only here because they said that there was ice cream here and they ate it before I got here.
What was that? What did?
It was good.
She did not position. She said, "I'm bringing ice cream. Are you coming?" And I was like, "Yes, I'm coming." And then I get here and I learn it was
Well, you
one
know what
scoop.
I do have left? I have a half a turkey sandwich.
Do you think that's as good as butter pecan ice cream? Yeah.
Janine, now it's all online that you've been filching hay.
What?
Oh,
Janine, do you know what happened to us the other day in Meredith? We ran out of hay.
You're kidding.
No! We ran
yeah.
out of
Because
hay.
you were away
Because
and
you
didn't
were
bring
away.
it.
I didn't know that.
No, wait for this one. So they've hayed the fields, and the farmer was there. He's got it all nice in little bales. He's waiting.
No one was there
Well, no
originally.
one was there when she started. She goes down with, the great big enormous wheelbarrow. She's like, I can get 4 bales on this. Watch this. So she's trundling away through the fields, merrily chucking the big bales onto the wheelbarrow. She gets 4 on, right? And she's going, whoo! And I'm giving her just a gentle push on the back to help her up the bumpy bits. And then, over the crest of the hill, here comes the farmer. His enormous trailer to pick up
And
the
I'm
bales of
stealing
hay.
the hay
Yeah.
red-handed.
So I'm like, oh no! I said, this is really embarrassing. Now, we do get some donated, so we knew there was, and we'd been told that morning some was coming as a donation. And I said, we better go and tell them to take that off the donated hay. So I'm running up, she's carrying on with her 4 bales, she's off, right? She's taking it out, she goes, you get some hay, have the hay, eat it quick. And,
Yeah.
then the next thing is, I'm saying to the man, I'm like, hi! And he's like, yes. I said, just to let you know, could you take 4 bales off our tally? And he was like, right. I said, we ran out of hay. I'm terribly sorry. I must apologise. For her.
For
For
yeah.
her. She
Yeah.
did it, not me.
Yeah.
So
And they liked it.
The animals loved it. Yeah. Fresh cut. I mean, yeah.
It was really, really good stuff.
Yeah.
I can't believe they got all
Well, Elizabeth has my truck, and because she's got my truck, and I'm not putting nice bales of hay in my car, and you were away, so it was I had, and the animals have to eat. It wasn't my fault. I was stealing.
It wasn't your fault.
But I
You were
did.
stealing. The animals made you do it.
Yeah,
That.
that was my plan.
That was your plan. That's a very, very bad plan.
All right,
And
so
that's what happens when you're away. You need to turn the volume down a little.
Okay. All right.
So why does that's very good. Look, this is like having a bleeper. They put asterisks in. So I don't know what goes on with the Explore site. Somebody's asking what goes on with the Explore site and why they're allowed to talk.
What are we?
nonsense.
I can't hear what you're saying.
I'm coming to shout at you.
Okay.
Okay, why does Explore allow naughty talk about Carlene on their site? Is there something that can be done about that? By
The naughty talk about me?
Yeah.
don't use the bad word. It was a bad word.
Okay. Well, we do not control
We don't control him. And she must not see it. I know what one of the people that works for Explore is, what the hell is it, Courtney. And she carries around a computer with her all the time. And she can't catch everything. And
Yeah.
there's just so much.
Yeah. Well, I think that we've all noticed that Explore is the board, the SDP board monitors that, and
Two.
the or two.
The board of two.
The board of two, right? And they have blocked and they monitor what gets said on that board, and we have
So
no
that's the naughty thing to go through.
a lot of naughty. Well, about you, sorry, but good things. Well, a lot of the people that have challenged those naughty comments have been blocked. So really, there's no.
It's crazy.
Yeah, so we've moved on. And I know
Forget it.
the reason I'm here is because I was promised ice cream that didn't happen, but I also was worried because I know that there was a newsletter that went out that there were some inconsistencies in
There were a few.
a few. First of all, Carlene nor I am racist in any fashion. Yeah, no,
You're not racist.
yeah, they were said that you were racist.
Racist.
I think they were talking about me.
No.
Yeah, well, I feel that if you're part of a protected class, you can make fun of yourself, right? And I made an elderly, well, I was talking about an old person at CVS, and I didn't realize the microphone was on. I was making an old lady joke to my mother, who's an old lady, and I'm an old lady, so we're all part of the same class. And so that's where that racist comes.
Something somebody could pick on.
Yes. So, anyways, that's what that whole thing was about. There was also something about you and the chicken bricks, how you manipulated the chicken bricks, and
You squeeze the chicken in the middle and make
yeah.
it
So
where you want it to go.
what my mother has been caught doing.
What you look at with that is look at the money they gave us. That's where the shit hits the wall.
Right, but the board used to sell out, and here's the big secret: my mother used to buy with her own money all of the extra chicken bricks, and I know this because I'm constantly been on my family, my dad, my sister, and myself have been on my mother for years to stop spending so much money on the service dog project. You're not going to have enough money for retirement, and now.
They were worried they were going to have to support me in my old age.
Yes. So the other thing about the chicken bricks that you guys should be aware of is when you receive, and a lot of people who have received who win can support this as a fact that my mother sends out the $500 winning out of her own personal account because the state of Massachusetts regards chicken. If Service Dog Project was to send it, it would be gambling.
Gambling on chickens.
Too complicated.
Yeah. So
that was all decided in the Attorney General's office.
Years ago. And
They said it would be simpler if you just pay them. So I said, fine, I'll pay them.
Yeah.
So I have been paying $500, and it amounts to right at the moment about $66,000.
that you've given.
Contributed.
Yes.
And
But
I did not
it
deduct
seems like a lot of money when you say you've contributed $66,000 in $500 increments over a 10-year period, which is true. But when you compare what you've given for this as prize money to how much has Service Dog Project recognized in revenue from the chicken shit bingo?
Well, they got in
Chicken
revenue.
shit bingo. Where did you get that from?
Because it was cow bingo. It was cow bingo.
Let me give you the number. You want the?
Yeah.
You stay out of this.
Okay.
The number is $1,800,000
That we've gotten
that
from
you've gotten
chicken
from
bingo.
this chicken brick business.
Yeah. And
Actual checks from the
from
company.
the company is Mosaic, yeah. And they redesigned. I met the guy at a conference, and they redesigned the site to be able to support chicken shit bingo because I had seen cow bingo.
Don't use bingo.
We don't use the word bingo because of the state of Massachusetts, and
Being
so
gambling.
yeah, we don't gamble in
Not
Massachusetts.
bingo. And the prize that you actually get is a
A Shatapon,
certificate
yeah.
signed by me of a value of 3.6 cents.
Okay, I won one time. So somebody is saying it's a fact because she got the document and the check from you. Yes, that is true.
There was about one person a year that gave me the money back again.
Yeah.
And I think most of the time I just deposited it to service dog projects.
So, yeah.
Because it was my money that was involved in the check, and it was, I just.
Yeah.
gave
Yeah.
it to-
So that's all the manipulation of the chicken bingo. What was the other thing that came out of that?
Oh, founding fathers.
Oh, founding fathers. Yeah, I personally had never. I've been involved with Service Dog Project from its conception as slave labor to try to help
Slave labor.
the organization come up because I believe in the mission.
You're probably not
And-
allowed to use that either.
Yeah. Oh, sorry, I'm not allowed to use that. Yeah. Sorry. Again, this mail call is unfiltered, and so sorry about that. So as labor, free labor, I should say.
Yeah.
And I had never heard of Lynn George until she was hired by you in 2020.
She wasn't hired by me. I don't think. What she did do her, I've been a friend of hers for years.
Okay.
Because she ran the Great Dane Rescue in New Hampshire.
Uh-oh, we've had an accident. Uh-oh.
Hey, well, somebody clean it up while we.
Yeah, no, move him away so he doesn't.
Well, you turn the camera.
Okay, there we go. You guys keep going. Carly, clean up. Sorry, clean up. Elizabeth, you can sit down.
Aisle too.
Yeah. Little accident.
Where was I?
We're talking about
Lynn.
Lynn, yeah.
Lynn. What the way she was involved was that if I had, the dogs were always getting donated to me, and if I had a dog I couldn't use or
A fabulous failure.
couldn't cope with or whatever, she ran the New Hampshire Great Dane Rescue, so I did give her dogs, and in that way, yes, she was a help to me get rid of dogs.
Okay,
and
okay, all right.
I had to move on to somewhere else. But I don't think she ever had anything to do with anything else.
Right. I've never heard of her till she was working
Yeah,
here.
well,
So,
coming down the pike, when everybody's saying to me, "You gotta retire, blah, blah, blah," you know, there aren't that many people that even handle Great Danes, and so she came to mind
Yeah.
very quickly because she had been in Great Dane Rescue.
yeah.
There aren't a lot of people who want to run
Because
this mess.
yeah, the Great Danes are big. All right. Does anyone have any questions before we move on from the all of that? Because Elizabeth, you had the questions.
Oh,
The cleanup is
listen, I am not multitasking. I'm pooping.
okay. Yeah. Cleanup's been
Cleanup sorted.
all right. Bricks buying the hay instead of
So, yeah.
That means he's going to be hungry. Don't forget.
yeah, really.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, it's a hot day. That tends to. We just fed him.
He'll have most of that back again.
Yeah.
I think the situation is, to put it really to bed, it's one of these things, it shouldn't really be aired. It's dirty laundry, it's not really needed.
Yeah.
And I think as we have maintained all along, what we're trying to do on the site here is we make sure that we don't remove people because we don't censor in that way.
Yeah.
Opinions are a very personal thing, and that's wonderful
Yeah.
and important. We learn from each other sometimes, and sometimes we don't.
I like a good
You
argument.
like a good
You-
debate.
I love arguing.
Yeah, I know you love a good argument.
And I
I
actually
don't,
think it's
but
important for people to be able to vent frustrations, and you know, I answer them, and I do make a point of going back to people
Yeah,
and
you've
saying,
got it.
but this is a situation, and it comes down to, unless you're Janine, Gwen, or Carlene, or Lynn, everybody else is gossip. We're second hand,
yeah.
we're not part of the legal team, etc. The difficulty we actually have at this precise moment in time is when somebody from, and I'm allowed to say, Lynn, you lot aren't allowed to use that word either, at the moment, when somebody puts something out and it's suggested that it's the truth without allowing the other party to have
Yeah.
a comment on it, because
Yeah.
you've done it in an area where everybody's banned,
Yeah.
it's slightly unfair, it's moving the goalposts.
all right. Well,
and
we've
it's short.
cleaned up what we felt was unfair about that
So
newsletter.
We're all sorted, and
We're all
happy to
sorted.
move
Yeah.
forward,
Yep.
And they can hopefully.
Yeah. I don't know where we stand with you moving, but that's my primary goal is to.
I'm moving in with you.
You know,
Mm-hmm.
I would like to have the freedom to compliment somebody doing a good job without somebody else getting pissed that I'm criticizing them.
Well, a little bit of that is the new world of
I'm sorry, New World.
that's where.
I don't like that.
So, anyways, we have a plan moving forward, and we're going to wait to see what happens with. we've made recommendations of how to share the property. They've been rejected. We have one last recommendation that maybe they'll bite, but if they don't, we have a plan on how to keep Crazy Acres fun and an access point for a retreat for veterans and keep it a fun place, because that's what we do.
And it's positive.
Yeah.
It's of value, and I think that's the thing. I'm going to answer one last question
I-
here to this lady. Did you retire?
From what?
I don't think you have retirement in your.
No, it's a word.
So the question was, yes, did Carlene retire on her own, or was she forced to retire?
The whole family, everybody got on to me. Oh, you're 85 years old. You can't have another puppy.
No.
Well, then
did
she
you-
comes home with one, which that's a damn nice puppy, and he's well behaved.
Other than he just threw up on the floor. Yeah.
That's fine.
Yeah.
Well, your mother dribbled ice cream because it was melting faster than she could eat it.
Yeah.
I did a good job. But
She did a
anyway,
good job.
Yeah.
But
So,
anyway,
no, she didn't
The whole
retire.
concept of you can't do this. When you are old, you will find that people begin to boss you around and make decisions for you, and it's very difficult to take those decisions at times. And fortunately, Janine came to the puppies down in, I don't know where the hell she was, down in Carolina somewhere, and so she comes home with a puppy. Now the puppy is very well trained, and I think that puppy, well, I know that puppy passed the Canine Good Citizen
Yeah.
after I'd had it for 11 days.
Yeah.
I filmed it doing every one of those chores.
Yeah. He is a nice puppy. We'll go say hi to him. He's sleeping now. He's got to sleep it off.
Oh dear. What was the guest?
It's a
house
very,
comment?
very hot
Can
day
you
here
see
today.
the guest- There's like, Carly, have you seen a guest house comment?
Yeah, there was something about me moving out of the guest house.
Yeah, but you do move out the guest house every time they had a visitor.
Yeah, because I don't live in the guest house. I'm just there to take care of my
She's gotta
mother.
work in the guest house. They've got to move out during the day.
No, so what was happening? I think what was the allegation that Janine had moved into the guest house and wouldn't budge every time.
Yeah, no, I've moved whenever they need the guest house. I have other places to stay, including South Carolina now. So, yeah, I'm good.
Well,
But they don't use they haven't needed it the
They
last.
haven't needed it, but
And when I told
let's start again. Whose guest house is it? It's mine.
yeah.
I like to have that guest house available for both you and Gwen and anybody else that I want.
It well, your friends that are coming this weekend,
Your
they
friends are coming this weekend.
yeah, they can use the guest house.
I'm
I don't
sorry,
care.
I can't have that. If Lynn's camped out in there with a bunch of
With a bunch of offers. Well, we're desperate for them to let go of the laundry, so that might happen. But let's move on, because I don't want to make this all. I don't want to make mail call about.
Do you want to know what I did today?
Yeah.
Do you want to know what I did today?
Yes.
I found a lovely, well, I didn't find, they found me. I found a lovely home for Mavis the mule.
Oh, Mavis the mule.
Mavis the mule.
Yes.
Yeah. So she is at the vet coming to do final certification because she's going to New Hampshire.
Yes, there's air conditioning in the guest house. Yes. Oh, is there air conditioning in here? Yeah, I'm listening.
No,
Listen.
there is not air conditioning on in here. Look at me.
But there is air conditioning to
There's
put
air
on.
conditioning.
Yeah.
It's just
Okay.
your mother's
So,
still
and
wearing
someone
her
says, "Yay,
jacket.
Mavis!" I'm just reading.
I am so
Okay.
excited about Mavis because she is the loveliest mule and she is going to live with a mammoth donkey.
Yeah.
And I've got such a warm, fuzzy feeling. And Mavis is, oh, what's that? Oh dear.
Okay. So yes, Mavis is the brown one. She got her foot caught in the fence the other day.
Yes.
Yes, and she's the mule. I think we told this story. I don't know. Did we tell the story of how we had to go get her? Yeah. Why don't you tell the story of why we?
This is another terrible story. And Janine always goes to auction and says, I'm not buying Dutch harness horses, I'm here for the mules. And I say, okay, Janine, that's fine, whatever. So we went to this auction and there was only one mule. And she was very not interested in making eye contact, an Amish sort of thing. And she's standing beside this enormous, great big draft horse. He was about 18 and a half hands. So I'm squished in and I'm going in. And she just turned her eyes slightly and looked at me and then quickly looked away when she saw me watching her. And I started fiddling with her ears and down her neck and she started leaning into me. And then we took her out and we walked her and she seemed really stiff and just a bit uncomfortable. And so we walked her around, and we put her back in.
And unfortunately, somebody saw us.
Yeah, they did.
The-
And they knew that they know who you are, and they knew that
that I will spend money to try to save a life. So they bid us up.
Yeah, so when she came through the auction, Janine said, do you want to keep going? This is kind of high. And she was getting to the stage. She was the price of 3 donkeys.
Yeah, she was.
At
What
which point you have to sit.
I bailed. I stopped bidding, and then they decided not to sell her.
No, they didn't. So what happened was we stopped bidding because you and I said she's going to home.
Yeah,
because
way
nobody's
over.
paying that price.
But it was the kill buyer that owned her trying to bid us up, so she didn't
So
sell.
we saw her the next morning, and I said to who I think was somebody's son, "Oh, that's fantastic! I hope you love her." And he went, "No, she's going to the next sale." And I was like, "What?" I said, "But she sold." And they said, "No, she didn't. She was a no sale." And I went, "Right, hang on a minute. I'm phoning Janine." And I went, "Janine, that mule didn't sell, and she's going to New Holland." And Janine's like, "Oh, here we go. We're trying to get up the road, and now we're going to New Holland." So we went to New Holland, and we negotiated.
An hour out of the way, the wrong direction.
Yeah.
Because she couldn't get in touch with me. I was in the shower. So they loaded her to the mule and brought it an hour the wrong direction. And I go there, and then she's like, "We got to go to New Holland and get the mule." And I'm like,
Did.
"It's an hour. We still have a 9-hour ride."
With a full truck.
And and we don't even have room. So we had to put the pony in the dressing room and drive an...
Good use of a
This
dress.
is getting very complicated.
Yeah, so anyways, that's where Mavis came from. Let's talk about the winch. What have you got, Mom?
Oh, I know.
Well, that had to do with the mule business.
Yeah.
I'm told that this fine lady rides, what was it, Betty White?
Yeah.
Miss Betty White.
Miss Betty White, yeah.
So therefore, it was a question of how are we going to get her on Betty White? And so I went today to look for pulleys.
Oh, my... I'm not even liking this.
Over the swing set down there, and they did not have pulleys that I wanted. The block and tackle stuff. But I knew it. It's called Come Along.
So you're going to raise yourself up on using the come along, using the swing set?
It certainly is a way that it could be done.
I think we should start with Elizabeth to see if that...
Well, I had everyone. Yeah, I'm not going to use me. I used her first.
For ballast. Seriously.
This is to the swing set which Chip made. My swing set.
I'm going in for a...
We have 2 come-alongs here already, but I figured if they wasn't that expensive, I'd just buy another.
So you're going to hang this thing over, and that's going to heavy duty. We need that.
It's 4,000 pounds.
Oh, sorry.
I'm not £4,000, and also it looks like blinking handcuffs on the end.
So how's that going to work? Oh, so you put the
stretch
hand...
it out, and
yeah.
then you plunk, plunk, plunk.
And so you're going to stretch it out, and then you're going to clink, clink, clink to your about
What I need
6
is I
feet
need
in the
some
air.
sort of belt or harness or something.
This should be
to put
good.
her in.
And
then,
and the good news is, because we have a portable mail call mechanism, we can actually get this on camera during mail call. You being lifted up to get onto Mavis.
It's going to be.
I mean, Miss Betty, not so white. I'll hold the camera.
No, you're the lightest. You're the safest.
I think this will be pretty funny.
Yeah. When are we doing this?
I don't know.
I don't know.
Kate.
We have to get the swing set deal. I mean, she gotta have something to sit in, or even if it's a strap with rings.
Someone said, "Gosh, what could go wrong with this?"
Yeah, I don't know. We could end up throwing her. She could end up going.
We have a little practicing to do.
Yeah. Well, first we got to see how Betty White feels like walking underneath the.
That's kind of your problem.
You might end up.
Okay. How's the house camera coming along? Someone asked. Oh, or maybe we could bubble wrap you. But the house camera, that's how it's coming along.
Yeah.
It's up.
It's there.
It's your part now.
Oh, it's my part. Did he? Oh, we
I
did
sent
get
you
the.
a text last night. You did not read it.
God, can only deal with so much stress.
We
It was.
talked nuts and bolts yesterday.
Oh yeah, and also, okay, yeah. So that's when are we doing this?
We're not doing it when the weather's hot.
I'm not ready to do it yet. I've got some practicing to do.
Have you stretched your legs out? I told you.
Yoga stretches.
For what?
To get your leg over the mule.
It doesn't go that. It doesn't go forward for crying out loud.
No, you got to get it going forward.
No, she's going to be hanging in the air with her legs on either side in some sort of. So we just slide the mule underneath.
There you go.
I don't think we've discussed
So this
this
is like
with me.
That's what.
This is
Well,
like
we've done stuff like this before. We had tacky, remember? have you guys stand
on
on a barrel.
on a barrel, and the
Two
horse,
barrels,
yeah,
and
with
there's
our
the
legs.
horse underneath.
Yes.
And as he led the horse underneath, the kid slid onto the horse and pushed the last kid off.
Yes.
I have 4 kids. I have a picture of that.
I remember that. So yeah, so the way that you would stand up with stand up, Elizabeth.
Oh no.
So you put 1 foot on each barrel,
All right, and the horse comes in.
and the horse comes in between. But we'd have like several barrels in a row, so you'd walk the horse.
yeah, but this is
And
a
every time
16
someone
hand
came-
mule.
I know we're not going to do that trick either.
With them.
Yeah,
4 kids.
4 kids, but then one would fall off the back, so you put the 5th kid on, and the last one fall.
Side.
Yeah, that was during the circus days.
Volunteering at the moment.
Yeah, really.
And I wonder
Parents
why.
won't let them.
We probably have around here. We don't have young kids.
I
Yeah.
know. Where can we find some of those?
Yeah, right.
And they want you to wear a tutu. Pat Burke would like you to wear a
That's her
tutu.
tutu.
Someone's got to we got to get a tutu on the mule.
I remember there's a story about a tutu.
Uh-huh.
Oh, God. You were young, very young.
Oh, are you
And-
wearing one?
No, wait a minute. Somebody was coming to town with a bunch of circus horses, and they were going to lunge them. And their person that was going to lunge this horse was not available.
Oh, the lunge.
So
Yes, it was
you
vaulting.
could lunge a horse, even at a very young age.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
And so the guy said,
That was at
"Have you
Castle
got a
Hill."
tutu?" And Janine says, I haven't even got a 1-1. I remember that one. I haven't even got a 1-1.
Yeah, that was up at the Castle Hill.
Yes.
And I had to lunge the horse for the vaulter to do all that. You know, they vault and they go up and they do handstands and stuff on the horse. They didn't have their lunging person. So I was like, okay, I'll lunge the horse. And then they were like, in a tutu. So, whatever.
I haven't even got a 1-1. I forgot that expression.
Who has a tutu hanging around? If anyone has a tutu,
Who has?
if anyone has a tutu,
I
send
got a tutu, see me.
send along. Send along. Elizabeth would be happy to wear it.
I don't. Why am I doing this now? See, I'm getting under.
Why?
Yes.
Because you made the most noise.
Oh. I'm just gonna be quiet.
Oh, and someone's asking about the jar for the bad words. Are we saying bad words?
I didn't.
Okay.
I didn't think I
A rolling stepladder? Oh, we have one of those.
How dull.
Yeah. Yeah. How dull.
Oh, yeah.
Well, the thing is, you can't have a stepladder where you have to
That's
the
right.
mule.
That
Yeah,
sounds
you'd have
far
to-
too safe.
Yeah. I think that is a stepladder. Then you have to lift your leg up over
Yeah.
the mule. But here, if you're just hanging, we just lower you onto the
Lower her
mule.
down. You click, 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 and she goes down.
Wasn't there a tutu chaos war? Remember the dog case? That does sound familiar. It was. I think it was on the mannequins, and I just threw out the mannequins. Oops. Well, no, those mannequins were creepy. They're
They
creepy.
were really creepy at night time.
That's too bad about that.
And you know, there was one
Are you going to miss the man? No, they were creepy, Mom. They became really creepy.
Because nobody changed their clothing.
Yeah, that's the problem.
They weren't keeping
They
up.
looked like and their wigs were falling over to the side, and it looked like a Halloween, like you were walking into a So, but yeah, who used to change their clothing? Grace? Did Grace change the clothing for the mannequins?
I think so. She used to maintain them.
Because it's really funny. As I was throwing them in, I'm like, oh, that's where that jacket is. I had that jacket when I was in my 20s. How long has the mannequin been wearing that jacket? And I was like, because I remember buying that jacket and getting sick of it, and somehow it ended up on the mannequin probably 5 years ago, and it hasn't been changed. Did you get hay today? No,
No,
She
she's
told
been
me to get it.
slacking.
Yeah, what did you do
Slacking.
today?
I didn't do very much. I ate
Judy's-
ice cream.
Oh, yeah, Judy's gone today,
No, I didn't.
and I was working.
I went out in the car. I went and bought this.
Okay.
Did you go to Harvard?
Oh no, you were. I talked to you, and there was some woman that had fallen, or man that had fallen.
Oh, yeah, that's right. I had to call 911. There was some woman. I was coming around a cloverleaf, and her legs are way out. I had to hit her. I had to run over her legs.
But you didn't.
I didn't. She was sitting there like this with her hair hanging down. I didn't know whether it was him or her. The hair was hanging, and they wanted to know what she looked like. I couldn't tell you what she looked like. There was hair hanging.
Where was that?
She was sleeping. She was drunk.
Okay.
So
Half
I
out
called
in the-
911, and they started the police coming. And before they got there, she did manage to stand up, and she did walk past my car, and she was loaded. she had a bottle with her.
Yeah.
After a woman.
Yeah.
You know, they said, what color clothing she got on? There's certain kind of clothing that has no color. It's just sort of you know?
Drab.
Drab. Yep, that was it.
And that's what was on the mannequins, too.
Yeah.
So that's why the
Why
mannequins...
didn't you strip her and put her in the shower then?
The mannequins?
Yeah. We could have redressed her.
Well, they're still in the back of the...
And they're still
The-
creepy.
They cost me money. I bought one.
Well, go take them out of the dump truck.
Do you know
This
what
is why...
Oh, Janine, you're going to love this. I actually thought it could be like the elf on the shelf, and you could hide them around the farm, and then when somebody finds them,
Oh,
you can,
God.
you can use them
See,
somewhere else.
do you see what I'm... People who are watching, do you see what I'm up against? Crazy, and a good follower. Okay.
Aiding and abetting.
Aiding,
is what it's called.
abetting is what...
Aiding and
Yeah,
abetting.
yes. Yeah. So is the vote to take the mannequins are still in the dump trailer because you couldn't take them to the dump, right?
I couldn't take her to the dump, right?
Some girl.
I am not. I'm ready to let those mannequins go, but if
I remember our cousins coming.
oh, by the way, they are coming. Not
Really?
yeah.
Anyway,
This week.
Your sister and
Fran,
Franny and Debbie said they're coming. I forgot to tell you
when are
that.
they coming?
In June. They told me the date. I can't remember, but I was in the middle of 5 things when I talked
They're
to
not
her.
coming this weekend.
We're
No.
busy this weekend.
If they are, they're cleaning upstairs because I'm going to put the guests in your house.
Okay, it's the guest house. It's not my
That's
house.
how we ended up with that story. But anyway.
Oh, yeah, go ahead.
The
Go ahead.
two teenage boys.
Save the mannequins. Okay, we have 1 vote for save the mannequins. If we get more than 10, we'll go out and save the mannequins.
Okay.
Okay.
I bought a mannequin, and the twin boys, put it together online one day at mail call, and they were running around here. One had an arm, and the other had a leg, and it was very, very funny.
Did they dress them?
Huh?
Did they dress them?
Well, after we got them put together, we had to put them together first.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, for a while they were
That's the
well
left leg.
dressed.
No, it's the right leg. What?
Yep. Okay, we've got 2 for save the mannequins. I'm watching. Save the mannequins, that's 3.
Oh, Dolores.
Oh, Dolores was the mannequin, so that's 4. 5. Shit.
Oh, if they do that, don't stand a chance.
Save them and fix their clothes. They're amazing. 7. Okay. 8.
You're stuffed. Oh, look, somebody said
Put them to rest. Yes, okay. Do you have any mail? Okay.
No, but you've got mail. It's fine, but we're not
Probably
opening
bills. Save the mannequin. We're up to 10. Go save the mannequin after this call. I'm going for ice cream. Save the
it.
mannequins.
Stacey's working. There you go. Although she's not like
I hope they save up for my bail money in case I need bail. The $6. I have a couple people that have said me.
Hey.
What are you getting arrested for?
It's more than
What are you getting
$6.
arrested for?
I don't know. Whatever they're going to arrest me for. Someone just told me that there's a cat outfit down in Waltham where they had the same kind of confusion going on, and they ended up suing this woman who was over 90.
Oh, Jesus, don't
And she
say
ended up having to pay $7,000.
We've already spent that in legal bills
Yeah,
to
I
get
mean,
us,
it's crazy.
just to get you hopefully into the laundry building. So I hope we can get this
Over 1,000
resolved.
room. The room is 12 by 12.
Yep.
That is one stall.
That,
Which in a barn would rent for $400.
yeah.
No, in a barn would rent for how
What?
much? About
For
$1,500.
well, that's what if that's full board for a rough board stall and
Rent the
it's
stall.
just yeah
Between
is
400 and 600.
yeah that's the going rate, yeah. But if you want to feed the horse on top of that, that's about 1,500.
But it's so ridiculous because there's other places.
Okay, well we're just gonna breathe in a bag. Hopefully, it will get resolved, and you won't get sued, and you won't get ousted from the property. No, they can't take the property away from.
With you.
Oh, great.
I know. I thought
Yeah,
you'd be
yeah.
excited.
We've had a plan, but you know what? The last thing I want to say that all of this is happening because we're trying to set you up so that you can have a happy
Right.
retirement and live the rest of your life on the property. And this house, you can't do that. And that's really, at some point, that needs to happen. And so I don't want you locked in here again during the winter. So I'm just going to keep fighting until we can get you set up with people around you.
I
And
can order pizza down there.
yeah.
I can have a place to put the pizza through the hole.
Essentials in life.
Yeah, so we're gonna, and then it's gonna be a nightmare to clean out this house, but that's gonna happen, and we're moving forward. So it'll happen. I didn't expect it to be this difficult. That's all I have to say on that. and expensive. Okay, new glasses. They're all over this damn mannequin.
Some people say rest in peace.
So how many rest in peace?
No. You can't balance it that way.
Yeah. They're talking about Carlene's safety. Okay, so we're definitely getting the mannequins back.
So this is a bit silly, really, because we're talking about Carlene's safety.
Not silly.
No, it's.
Oh, there's one rest in peace for this mannequins.
We're talking about Carlene's safety and being up the top of this big hill and she can't get out. And then the next thing we're doing is we're going to whip her in the air and she's going to wobble around and we're going to bring in a mule.
Okay,
Poor
yeah.
Betty White.
Poor Betty White. Well, I mean, if you saw the horse that she wanted to get on, this is safety.
Yeah.
Because she wanted to get on a horse that really, like, I'm not even ready to get on. So, yeah. So this is a safer plan.
Well, I asked Mike if he wouldn't pull out my saddle.
There was probably a reason for that. There's all the
Pull
other
it
saddles
out
behind
into
the
the yard.
yard.
Yeah, we got the saddle. You've bought the saddle.
I know, but I don't know where. Is that the one here?
You've actually bought 2 saddles, Mom.
Yeah, and they're both down in the
Yeah,
barn.
this is where I try to. There's one that's over at Meredith, and then
But there's a 20-inch one.
It's down in the barn.
that's down in the barn. Yeah. She's got 2 saddles.
Yeah.
2 saddles, no horse.
Yeah, and
Uh,
the baby's only got one back, and we're not going one in front of the other, okay?
Well, I'm going to put you in the front. Yeah, you in the front, Carlene in the back, and I will hold the camera.
Or you know those wee saddles? that
Yeah,
you
the
get?
Nancy, it's the one that it is Taxi's saddle. The Taxi saddle's over at Meredith. Then you got the other one here. So yeah,
But you know the taxis.
remember Taxi?
The horse.
Yeah,
Remember you had that saddle for her?
when you rode Taxi.
Oh, okay. Yes,
Yeah.
that saddle was too small.
Do we have any mail for her? Is that it?
No.
No mail.
No.
You know, I'm really disappointed because we're going to end up with the logo that I hate if people don't start sending in.
That's why people are doing it.
I have a logo already designed.
Yeah, your mum did a nice one.
I didn't see it.
That's because it's a secret.
Oh, okay.
It's a
I
blow up
think-
of your picture.
The donkey's too skinny. Can we make the donkey fat?
Well, we kind of like specialise in skinny donkeys, and then we make them fat.
Yeah.
And Jasper
And
just
then-
keeps going.
We're just.
And then we're trying to
Yeah,
deflate them.
yeah.
Oh dear, no. You know those saddles you get that have got the wee seat in the front for the other person? You can get one of those.
Well, the flaw in that plan is you just said the we seat, like as in we as in small.
Have to be Carly.
Yeah. No, I don't. I'm gonna be careful.
You can go on with your mother.
Yeah. No, I don't even have a we seat. So.
I tried riding with her at one point, and Tacky fell.
Oh right, when I was a little child, she put me in the we seat in the front of the back. I don't even remember.
I don't think we had a saddle on.
And the
I know exactly where it happened. We
I
went
do
around the
too.
corner, around the
It was
corner.
this far corner where it was always a little slippery and muddy. I do remember that.
Sure, and he tripped.
Yeah.
And went
You broke
down.
your leg.
I threw Janine off and fell with the horse. And we got up again and rode on.
No, you broke your leg.
Did I break my leg?
Yeah, you did break.
But
You
she
did
rolled
rode on, but
She
you did
rolled on
later
first,
break your leg.
And then
Yes.
realised she'd broken her leg.
Yes, that was in the day when you had when I would fall off and you would be like, I don't care, you're getting back on. And I got back on with a broken arm and rode
That's
with a
true.
broken
It was
arm.
about 4 days, I think.
Yeah, it was a couple days later that I finally was taken to the.
That's what
Oh, it can't have been bad
with
with
my husband being a doctor.
Yeah,
Yes.
yeah.
My father.
My leg did not need a cast or did it?
It did. You did get a cast. Yes. I don't know how you forgot that.
That's easy.
Yeah.
I must not have liked it.
So it's okay because somebody has sent a design,
Oh, good. Oh, good.
and then somebody also asked if we were keeping up with hay, and we are. Thank you so very much.
Yeah, but you do need to go get some hay because
Yeah,
Carly, how's the hay in the
I think,
You got plenty here, right?
I'll have to check.
Right, putting you on the spot now.
The last load, I
Tell me
left,
exactly
last
where.
2 loads I left here.
Yeah, but we go through 10 bales a day.
I know.
No,
And it is. Do you know that you went through 336 bales of hay in March?
How many?
336, so it's 10 bales a day.
Yeah, it's incredible
Yeah.
how much we feed out in hay.
You know, I could go.
Oh, it's also incredible how many mouths we feed. I mean, how many mouths do we feed a day? A lot.
Actually, yeah. And the
A lot.
thing is, you've got to remember that on here, there's no grass.
Yeah.
So they're fully dependent on hay.
Yeah.
Which is very healthy for the dog.
Yeah, I mean, how many, we've got, I don't know how many miles are over. I'd say 40 over at Meredith.
Yeah.
So, yeah, we got a lot. We're feeding a lot.
Yeah.
Okay.
How's Pasta feeling now? Is he better?
You good pasta?
Yeah.
We'll wait, give him 5 minutes and see
No,
if it
say
comes
again
back
just a
up.
little bit.
The trailer, what am I going to
Did Carlene find someone to go with you tomorrow? Where are you going
Nick's
tomorrow?
coming over, and he is going to dump some more brick because he's been loading it all day.
Okay, so if he comes and dumps the brick, then
Yeah.
I can have that trailer to go get hay. Because right now, the other trailer is full of trash.
Mannequins.
Yeah. Okay, what are you doing tomorrow? Someone said, did you find someone to go with you? Are you going to a nursing
Oh,
home?
I have someplace to, I have to be up there at 1:30 in the afternoon.
My friend Missy, who's
Have her
Pasta's,
come.
yeah, I'll see if she's
Okay.
available.
We can,
Yeah.
we can make it a hay trip and a nursing home trip.
Okay, she's my friend. I'm not sure she's going to be ready for all that craziness, but I'll ask her.
Oh, she'll cope.
I need somebody to go. Otherwise,
Okay.
I can only take 1 or 2 dogs.
I'll ask her. She wants to go, yeah. Yeah. All right, I'll
I don't
ask
think
her.
she should bring her dog. She can take this one.
Okay. All right,
Not the first time round.
okay.
He's a good boy.
All right, any other, let's do,
Don't let me forget that because that was a special order. 1:30 tomorrow up at
Is it
Newburyport.
Newburyport? Right.
Carly, are you around?
Yeah, it should be, yeah.
Yeah,
Do the backup then.
yeah.
Can you remember that we have to,
Okay, so we'll have to leave here
Alright,
1:45.
alright, quarter.
Sort of.
Okay, so is there any other questions? What time is it? Are we
5:45.
5:45? Okay.
Oh, the house dogs.
The house dogs.
House dogs.
Send them in.
Yes, for the house. Oh, and do you know who comes in with the house dogs?
Wanda?
In charge.
Oh, no, I think Wanda's outside. Oh, okay. That's where I put her. Hopefully Wanda's. Is Wanda out there?
Hi, guys.
Wanda's left.
Did Wanda leave? Hello, hello. Is she out there? Shit. Wanda ran away.
Gracious, said Janine.
Oh, sorry, that was for, I just,
I'm going to get that jar for you.
the jar.
We should get a really big jar.
Sizzle, come say hi to everybody. Sizzle, come here.
Sizzle.
It's really hot. That's why we have slow-moving Great Danes today. It's Pasta. There's Jiminy. 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 Larky. Wanda took your car. Maybe she did. Yeah, she came in here with me. I don't know where she went. But Swear Bear now renamed the Janine's jar. I get that from, yeah.
So we got that done for the day.
I think we're done. Yeah, we're just waiting on Wanda. I'll keep filming while I go out and find the dog. Any news on what? Oh, Wanda.
Just stay there. Just stay there.
Oh, she on the other side? Yeah, she is. Yeah, I got disconnected. There we go. Yeah, leave her there. Leave her there, because what's his name will pummel her. Oh, over that side? Okay. All right. Don't worry. Here, you take the... All right, so mail call's over. We'll see you tomorrow. Oh, boy. See, he's going to eat her. Pasta. No, leave it.